Welcome to a channel that turns confusing sugar science into gentle, doable steps you can actually stick to. Each episode week, we unpack the latest research, news, share tiny habit swaps, and give you emotionally honest tools to lose cravings, protect your health, and feel more in control, without shame. Science Daily came out with a new study about diet soda. Did you know drinking just 1 can a day of diet soda might increase your risk of fatty liver disease as much as a sugary soda does? Researchers analyzed health and diet data from 123,788 adults in the UK Biobank and tracked them for about 10 years to see who developed metabolic dysfunction associated steatotic liver disease, MSLD for short, and died from liver related causes. People who drank more than 250 grams a day of either sugar sweetened or low/no sugar beverages had a much higher risk of MSLD. Diet drinks were linked to a 60% higher risk and sugary drinks to about a 50% higher risk. Replacing either drink with water lowered the risk meaningfully. Myth: diet soda is a harmless swap for sugary soda. The study suggests otherwise. Sugary drinks promote liver fat by raising blood glucose and insulin and encouraging weight gain, while artificially sweetened drinks may disrupt gut bacteria, blunt satiety, drive sweet cravings, and even stimulate insulin pathways. Different mechanisms, same bad outcome for liver fat accumulation. Next up, a recent article from Medical News Today regarding artificial sweeteners and brain aging came out, and this is what they said. Have you ever reached for a diet soda or sugar-free snack thinking it's brain safe, only to wonder if those artificial sweeteners are quietly speeding up brain aging? A recent Medical News Today roundup examines studies on artificial sweeteners and brain aging, summarizing evidence that some experiments in animals and observational human studies link long-term consumption of certain non-nutritive sweeteners with changes in memory, learning, and markers associated with cognitive decline. Myth: no sugar equals no risk. Reality: replacing sugar with artificial sweeteners doesn't automatically remove metabolic or neurological effects. Animal studies show altered synaptic signaling and inflammation after exposure to some sweeteners, and human observational data suggest associations with poorer cognitive outcomes, though causation isn't proven yet. Next up, a recent article from DNP India talking about how sweets aren't just causing weight gain. Here is what they wrote. Ever felt like sugar steals more than your waistline? A doctor warning covered by DNP India says regular consumption of sweets does more than add calories. The piece summarizes that high sugar intake triggers biochemical changes like glycation and inflammation, which damage collagen and elastin in the skin, promote dullness and wrinkles, and increase long-term aging risks beyond weight gain. The article urges cutting back on sugary treats and choosing healthier routines to protect skin health and overall vitality. Myth: sugar only affects weight. Reality: sugar fuels glycation, a process where excess sugar binds to proteins including collagen, forming advanced glycation end products that make skin stiffer and less elastic. Sugar also promotes systemic inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which accelerate cellular aging and impair skin repair. Reducing added sugars helps protect structural proteins and slows those visible aging signals. Next up, a recent article talking about how bad is sugar for our health really. Have you ever wondered if that afternoon biscuit is actually quietly reshaping your health, not just your waistline, but your heart, liver, and even your mood? A recent BBC explainer examined the evidence on sugar and health, pulling together research on how different types and amounts of sugar affect us. It highlights that free sugars, the ones added to foods and drinks, and those in syrups and fruit juices, are the main concern. Eating lots of these is linked to tooth decay, weight gain, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, and higher risk factors for heart disease. The piece also points out where the evidence is strongest, where it's more mixed, and how public health advice focuses on reducing sugar-sweetened drinks and highly processed treats because they deliver lots of calories without much nutrition. Myth: sugar only causes weight gain. Reality: sugar harms health in multiple, sometimes independent ways. Sugary drinks spike blood glucose and insulin quickly, encouraging fat storage and increasing diabetes risk. Excess free sugars can promote non-alcoholic fatty liver by delivering fructose that the liver converts to fat. Sugar also feeds tooth decay directly. Some links to heart disease come through weight and metabolic changes, while others, like inflammation and altered lipid profiles, can occur even before large weight changes. That said, whole fruit is different. Its fiber and structure slow absorption and come with vitamins and polyphenols. So fruit isn't the same concern as added sugars or juices. Next up, an article from City Newsroom about hidden sugars. Have you noticed how many packaged foods and drinks now hide sugar under sneaky names and wondered how much of our rising diabetes rates might actually be coming from those hidden sugars? A recent report from Ghana highlights a sharp rise in type 2 diabetes that health experts link less to cakes and sweets and more to ubiquitous, often unnoticed sugars in processed foods and drinks. The piece explains who's affected, more urban adults and younger people than before. What's happening? Rising diagnoses and heavier burdens on clinics. When and where? In recent years across Ghanaian cities and regions, and why it matters. Manufacturers and food culture have normalized sugary beverages, sweetened condiments, and processed snacks, while public awareness and routine screening lag behind. The article also suggests that many doctors focus on treating complications rather than upstream prevention, and that clearer food labeling, public education, and affordable healthy options are urgently needed. Myth: diabetes is only caused by eating too many sweets. Reality: while excess sugar calories contribute to weight gain and metabolic stress, the real issue is chronic excess free sugars and refined carbs across your whole diet, plus sedentary lifestyles and limited access to healthier foods. Fructose-heavy drinks overload the liver, promoting insulin resistance and fatty liver. Frequent spikes in blood glucose strain pancreatic beta cells and increase long-term diabetes risk. Hidden sugars in bread, sauces, cereals, and drinks can quietly push total daily intake far past recommended limits. So it's not just dessert, it's the everyday processed foods that add up. If this resonated with you, subscribe so we can keep unpacking sugar stories together. Drop a comment with your smallest successful swap with #LittleBite Briefs, and join me next week for another short roundup on what's shaping sugar culture and your health.